I think this is going to be a super good video to VOD review for two reasons. One, I think a lot of tank mistakes kind of get overlooked because it's not as black and white as something like DPS. DPS, if you die, you made a mistake. If things aren't dying, you're probably making a mistake, right? With tank, you can be doing things that require your team to give you more resources, which can be detrimental to the team. And that's something you might not see. For example, the enemy team, they have Loki and Cloak. If their tanks are constantly needing to be Loki lamped, that's a mistake on their part. They're playing too aggressive, they are taking too much damage. And it's hurting the rest of their team. Even if they don't die. Even if they don't die, they are still removing this resource from the team. Loki realistically needs lamps to protect Cloak it when she pops ult from Magneto ult. So if the tanks are constantly requiring Loki lamp, they are screwing over the team. Okay, so you start off on Strange, actually. Interesting. I like your crosshair. I think that's the Fran's crosshair, actually. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you just made it on your own. Okay. Diamond form early. Get the kill. Grabs. You just kind of jump out. Fine. They have no Loki lamps. You can be aggressive right here. They have no Loki lamps. They have no diamond form. She can't really do damage outside of diamond form. He has no hook. Okay. Teammate got grabbed by Wolverine. You're down one. You have to back up here. Like your Emma's trolling. So right now I already noticed you don't really look back at your team too much. Like ever. Which is kind of a problem. Fight this corner. Okay, they just pop Luna. I'll just back up. You just back up right here and you over. Yeah, see, you overextended. As soon as Luna pops ult, you just back up. In that situation. So, let's skip ahead a little bit. I'm not going to focus too much on what your team comp should be doing versus their team comp because at the end of the day, it's ranked and nobody's going to play the way they're supposed to. We're just going to kind of focus on what you should be doing. I mean, this guy dies, right? Okay. Like right here, look back at your team. Before you take that corner, before you take this corner, look back at your team. See where they are. Because if your team was back behind payload and you take this corner, you would be trolling. But if you look back, you can see, okay, my team's with me. I can play more aggressive. You can play up to this corner. And that's the way you should be kind of thinking about this, right? Is think about these like L's almost, right? You want to play this corner. Let me draw. You want to play this corner. And if the enemy team backs up, then what you're going to do, the enemy team backs up, is you play this corner. See? And you constantly just do this. If they, push back again, and you can push up and you can play this corner, which obviously it would be a different, that would be reversed. But you'd play this corner. And you just kind of keep doing that. You want to constantly play around natural cover, even as a tank. It's actually especially as important as a tank because you don't want to demand too many resources from your team. You don't want to demand more resources than you need. And some tank players play very resource heavy, but they get a lot of value. You'll see some tank players where they demand a lot of resources from their team, but they're killing like 3-4 people a fight. And if you can do that, great. But if you're not getting that much value, then you cannot be demanding that many resources. Like right now, your Emma needs to be healed. So you kind of don't want to demand any resources. You don't want to take too much damage until she gets healed up. Emma is kind of like, hey, your Emma is kind of making this game a little bit difficult. Yeah, just play this corner. There you go. They popped ult. Back up. See, when they're popping ults like this, you need to just back up because you can't do anything, right? Like, you're overextended here. As soon as they pop ult, just start running back behind the payload. And then try to work your way behind the bus. Just constantly using natural cover. Behind the pillar, even. Just slowly move back You probably want to hold the pillar because you don't want the payload to move too far up. You can hold the bus too, because I don't think they would cap point yet. But you obviously don't want them to cap point, but you want to push back as far as you can without allowing them to cap the point until this wears out, till the Luna ult wears out, because you can't do anything. No matter what you do, nothing will die because of Luna ult, right? So right here, instead of sitting up here waiting for this to run out, you either run back here, or I wouldn't even mind you pushing ahead here and looking for like an isolated kill. Looking for the kill on Loki if he's here. Or if he's here. I'm not sure which one he is actually. But looking for, I think he's this one on the bus. Looking for an isolated like fight outside of Luna ult.
By the eye of Agamotto.
And you're dead. Yeah. See, let me go back a second. This is another situation. Right here. This is another situation, I think, where you're not paying attention to where your team is. Like, look, your whole team's walking back, and I think your eyes are just right here, right? You're looking at Loki, and you're looking at Luna. And you're like, okay, I'm gonna hold them. But your whole team was walking back. And then your Emma tries to follow up, and your Emma dies. Yeah. You have to look back at your team. I think that's your biggest issue by far, is not looking back at your team. I mean, there's not much you can do about that, right? Go ahead. Yeah, you can't really do much about that. Why are you walking up here? Why are you walking up here? You just lost your cloak. You can't fight this. Walk back. Walk back. If you die right here, yeah, you overextended. You overextended very bad. Your biggest issues are two things. Overextending and not looking where your team is, for sure. And now you don't have res for fight, which is pretty unfortunate. You don't have Loki lamps, though. Good. You gotta play the corner. Like, right here, your shield is getting burned so much, you have to play this corner. Just play this corner right here. Right now, you have an ult with Scarlet Witch. They also have Bucky ult. But Bucky's right here. If you're playing this corner, he can't just hook for free. You're gonna be dealing damage to him. And if you're dealing damage to him, he also can't ult. Because if he pops ult like half health, your team should just burn him. Like, your Hela should absolutely kill him. And if they don't, well, I mean, unlucky. See, your Emma's trying to play the corner. Like, you're walking so wide out right here. Just play the corner with Emma. If you don't want to play the right corner with Emma, walk it through this room and, you know, take an off angle. You can even play this corner back here. But you need natural cover, because right now, if your shield breaks, you are screwed. If Wolverine was in this room, you are screwed. If Wolverine just decides to walk up right here, you're kind of screwed, you know? You need to play around natural cover. Got grabbed, kicked, and you are dead. I want to see you attack. Okay. Good. I mean, he should die. Yeah, he's trolling. That's kind of crazy. Don't say cart. Right here, walk up, take space. Walk up. Walk all the way up. You can go through here. You can go through here. I don't care. Walk up, take space. Don't give them space for free. Do not give them space for free. Like, you're all sitting here FK. I know the cart moves faster when people are sitting on it, but
I'm ready to put on a show.
Mr. Fantastic got Luna ult early because he was walking forward and taking space. I mean, just farm ult and support ult. That's all you can do. Bubble. Let's kill. Nice. You're spending a lot of time on this. Spending a lot of time on this.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint.
Yeah, let's go
Keep
back.
up the momentum.
Connors just rolling there.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum. Halfway there.
Okay. Let's see how you play this right now. Right? They have Luna ult. You have 3 ults. Bubble him when he pops ult. Destroy the lamps for him.
I am ready to put on a
It
show.
feels like you don't know who to shoot at when I'm looking at it. Huge ult. Your ults are really good. I really like your ults. Okay. After watching this, the biggest issues that I see, for sure. 1, over extending. Sometimes you have to walk back, right? You have to. When they pop ult, you have to walk back. If Emma has diamond form, walk back. Wait, try to force her diamond form. Because her diamond form is her only source of real damage. And that's also where she gets the grab and she kicks you into the team, right? You want some type of resource advantage. If you have to pop bubble first, you are probably going to lose the fight. Like, that's not a good situation to be in. If you pop bubble first, you have to keep walking back. You have to keep playing defensive. You want to use bubble second. Because if you are pressuring them and they're burning cooldowns first, you will get an advantage. Your goal is to just force cooldowns when you're walking back until they overextend. And when they overextend, you punish them for that overextend. Second thing. Number 2, look at your team. You do not look back at your team much at all. It's pretty bad because then you don't know what you can get away with, and also you don't know when you're overextending, right? Yeah, let me look at a wall so that way this is better. There you go. You can read it better this way. There's less red on the screen. But when you look at your team, you can then know if you're overextending. You'll also see them use cooldowns. You'll see if they're reloading. You'll see things like that. And that gives you information. You can see if they're being dove. And the third thing, use natural cover. Use natural cover. You stand out in the open a lot. You don't really play the corners. Play the corners. Corners are so strong. I think I'm going to make a video about how to play corners and how strong they are, because I think a lot of people don't use them to their full potential. Use natural cover. Don't use your shield if you don't have to. Don't use your bubble if you don't have to. You want to burn that cooldown second. You want the enemy team to burn cooldowns. Their team isn't using natural cover very well. So if you shoot them and you force them to take damage, that makes their supports have to heal them. That makes it so that way they have to start using their resources. She has to use shield. He has to use shield. I do want to compliment you on something. Your ult equals good. You are very good at ulting, which is good in a game like Marvel Rivals, because everybody's popping ult every single fight. I think you only had like one bad ult that I seen. So overall, keep that up. You're doing great.